beautiful day to be a Raider. Draped in the silver and black. I represent the shield. I represent the swords. It's that time of night again, Raider Nation. And you've come back. Why? Because it's time. It's time to bring them.
What's up, Raider Nation? I am the Commish, coming to you live from Hardcore Challenge Live Studios. Deep behind the enemy line. This is Raider Reaction. Thank you for joining me on a Tuesday night. And as we do every Tuesday night on Raider Reaction, it's the Raider Nation Report. The state of where we are in the land of silver and black. As we just came out of a week 6, and we're heading into a week 7. Now, as we've done in past weeks on the Raider Nation Report, which I would like to continue to do on Tuesdays, is we start the show off with the condensed version of the game, which is what we've done the past few weeks. Even did it last week, because I felt there were some positives that we could take out of the game and dissect it and look at it a little more objectively. Now, this past week, I'm not going to put anybody through that. I don't want you guys to have to sit and watch that. So, we're not going to do the full condensed game replay because, quite frankly, I don't want to watch it again, and I don't want to put you guys through it again. What's up, Mark Anthony? What's up, Carmine? What's up, Popeye? Michael? Brandon? Rude Boy Raider Craig? Raider T? Anybody that I missed, thank you for joining me tonight. As always, appreciate it, my band of pirates. New and old. So, like I was saying, there's no sense in us going through a full game recap of that. What's up, T-Courts? And so, I'm not going to put you through that. Hopefully, we're going to have a little... See, since the game is on Thursday this week, I'm going to have to possibly switch up the schedule. We may have to have an extra Raider Nation report. Possibly, maybe like a bonus Black Friday. Like, do it before the game, and then do the Black Friday game. I don't know. Or maybe Saturday. Or I'm going to figure something out. Because we got Thursday night action. So, things are going to be a little different. A little different on the schedule, but we'll keep you posted. We'll keep you posted how that's going to go down. Of course, tomorrow, we got Ghost of the Post. Prime will be back, and we'll be breaking down all of the league news tomorrow, getting you ready for the entire slate of games for Week 7. Of course, we're only focused in on one game, and that is Queefs at Raiders, Thursday night. Now, I'm still upset about the fact, and I've been upset with this. What's up, Jeffy? We're all still here, man. We're all still repping the shield. We ain't going nowhere. Nobody's laying their shield down here. Nobody. That's why you're all still here. We're all still repping it hard, and I appreciate each and every one of you that join me. That's why we're all still here. Now, it's mathematical. Like I've said before, it's mathematical. You come into the season basically knowing you have 16 games to win 10. 10 will get you in. Majority of the time. Now, of course, there are your exceptions to the rule. You can get in at 9-7. There's been teams that make it freaking 8-8. There's even been the crazy team that didn't even have a winning record made it. And there's been crazy things that have happened. You know, teams that make 1-10 didn't make it. Yes, of course, there's the exceptions to the rule. But generally, you win 10 games and you are in. So, simple math. We're 2-4. That means we got to go 8-2 down the stretch. So we can only slip up 2 more times. So it is time to get your shit together, folks. It is time right now. There is no more. It's right here. These guys, the Chiefs are coming off a loss in a short week. We're coming off a loss in a short week. Scrap everything else. It's divisional. This is personal. Let's handle business. That's all we need to do. Go out there and handle business. I agree, T. We need to freaking air it out. Take the leash off, man. Take the leash off. Unchoke the dog. Let him go. It's just like we've got this freaking high-powered machine and we're spinning at the freaking line. Come on. Just hook up and let's go. That's all we need. I have not given up faith. I'm discouraged. I'm pissed off, just like the rest of Raider Nation. But I've not given up faith. I'm sorry if I'm critical. Hey, do you want me to come on here every night and tell you it's all freaking sunshine and goddamn rainbows? Because we lost 4 games in a row. Guess what? It ain't sunshine and freaking rainbows. It's not. So if I'm going to say it's not sunshine and rainbows, don't come at me and tell me I'm not a real fan because, you're not, you got to be behind the boys. Of course I'm behind the boys. You think I want them to lose? Hell no. I don't want them to lose. I want them to win. But there's a problem right now. When you come out with all of the talent and all of the expectation that we had coming into this season, there's no reason. There's just no reason. Something's wrong. And we didn't change the major skeletal components of the offense on the field. The line is the same. The only thing we changed up the middle is Marshawn. The fullback's the same. Quarterback's the same. The center's the same. Changed the tight end. The wide receivers are basically the same. Add a Cordarrelle Patterson. And he's not even been the most in the mix. It's been Seth Roberts. So, the offense is the same. So what's the difference? What's the key component? The key ingredient that has changed? Could it be the man calling the frickin' plays? You have the cusp. I mean, you could even call us and make the argument last year for an elite offense. You could even make the argument. How are you have an elite offense, or at least on the cusp of one? And let the offensive coordinator leave the house. And not only leave the house, you pushed him out the freaking door. I don't understand that move. I tried to stand behind the move. I thought, hell, they're the ones working with these guys every day. They obviously know more than I do. And if they think Downing's the man, I figured they're in there every day with the guy and he's got to be the man. So I assumed these guys make a hell of a lot more money to make these decisions than I do. I'm not, So I assumed they know what they were doing. I was, apparently, through 6 weeks, it does not look as that is the case. Now, what our defense, which has been the concern, everybody's concern, I think it's fared fairly well under the fact that our offense can't sustain drives, can't score points. They're constantly put in bad positions. The defense has not fared bad. Surprisingly well. If you're holding NFL teams to 16 points, 17 points, less than 20 points, you have to win those freaking games. You have to win those games. And with the type of offense we had last year, we should be winning those games. To me, it's got to be the play calling. I look at the only major ingredient that has changed. What's up, Kenneth? What's up, everybody? Thank you for joining me. Tuesday, Raider Reaction, Raider Nation Report with the Commish, as we do every Tuesday. Like I said, typically, first part of the show, we do the full game recap of the condensed version of the game with the live breakdown, and we relive, hopefully, the glory. Well, we'll even do the losses, too. But last week's was just bad, man. I don't want to put everybody through it, and let's start off the show with a freaking, here's a half-hour downer. So, we'll try to keep it as positive as we can, as you can, at sitting at the head of a 4-game losing streak. Because if you're coming to hear me to sit here, like I said earlier, and tell you it's sunshine and rainbows in Raider Nation, it is not sunshine and rainbows in Raider Nation right now. All you gotta do is go climb up in a Raider group anywhere and read a few posts. It won't take you long. You'll figure out what the pulse is. It's because there really hasn't been any, Blake. And part of the reason they're not stretching the field is they're not wanting to get shots on Carr. They're not wanting to keep him in the pocket long, but hell, it doesn't even matter because in 1 or 2 seconds there's people on him anyway. I don't know what is up with our line play this season, but it has been subpar. I don't think it's Derek either. I don't necessarily think it's Derek. He's put your wide receivers and your tight ends got to catch the freaking ball. You start cutting those drops out, those become first downs, those move chains, those build confidence for your quarterback. T, why you gotta bring up bad things? Well, Omar, I hope you're right. There is no pass rush. And part of the reason, T, there's no pass rush is Khalil Mack is getting freaking held damn near every play. It is getting obscene. It is really getting bad. If you really sit and watch the game footage and just watch Khalil Mack on the defensive sets, the amount of holds on this guy is ridiculous. They could damn near call a hold on him on every play. He's just that damn good, and it's unfair because he's so much damn better than the guy in front of him that they almost have to hold him every time to stop him. And they're just not calling it because they're not going to call it every time. What's up, Silver Sunshine? Thank you. And everybody else, please share it up. It's social media, man. I got a low advertising budget, so that's the only way we can get it out there. So if you're in a Raider group, sprinkle it about. And as always, I appreciate you joining me. I am the Commish. This is the Raider Nation Report every Tuesday on Raider Reaction. So let's get to some actual headlines instead of me just ranting and raving, and because there'll be plenty of time for that later. Obi Melifonwu returns to practice. This is big news. We spent, how many hours did we spend talking about Obi in the offseason, Raider Nation? I mean, we talked about him all from the draft. We all had a gigantic man crush on Obi. We thought Obi was, here's this big, athletic wingspan out there that is a ball hawk, a possibility he can play hybrid corner. So we all were excited about this kid. And then all of a sudden, like, where's Obi? Hey, man, he just disappeared. Well, he went to IR, knee surgery. And now he's back. He's made his appearance back on practice today. Not really in full pads, but in practice today. So, which gives us a 21-day clock to activate him. So we got 21 days to decide if he's well enough to bring back, or we're possibly going to lose him for the rest of the season. With what is going on, we need him. Do not forget how good this kid looked in training camp. How good he looked all the way from rookie mini camps. Obi was a shining star. I would like to see more of him. I would also like to see more of Lawani. I don't understand why we've not seen more of Lawani in the secondary. I don't understand it. every time I've seen him out there, the kid has shined. He seems to be a ball hawk as well. I understand he's mostly safety. The play of Carl Joseph, which has been stellar. I understand. And Reggie Nelson. But with our corner play, is it not worth giving this kid a shot out there? I mean, our corner play is suspect at best right now. Suspect at best. Sean Smith is a freaking sieve back there. He will get beat deep 9 out of 10 times. So, would it hurt to try one of these young, fast, ball hawk, corner type safety hybrids? Would it hurt? When you got Joseph and Nelson backing him up? I've been saying it for months. I mean, nobody listens to me. Ask my wife. Nobody listens to me. But, you know, is it that crazy of a thought? I mean, I can't be the only one that sees it. Our corners are getting toast. We've got these other guys. We're not utilizing them. Give them a shot. Rotate them in a play or two. What's it hurt? What's it hurt? You know, Joseph, I agree. He looks a little small in the tight ends, and that kid has been one of the shining stars over there on defense. I mean, he's leading the team in tackles. He's got 2 pass defenses. Nobody's leading the freaking team in interceptions because we ain't got one. Big freaking goose egg. Not a single pick through 6 games. One of only a handful of teams in history that have done that. Rough. That's just... But Carl Joseph has been one of the bright shining stars over there on defense. You've had some bright spots out of Carey. You've seen a few bright spots out of Amerson. Vanderdoes has been quiet all of a sudden, T. You haven't heard any buzz out of him. The guys that were hot and were making the impact the first 2 games have went into hibernation. And it's hard to point fingers when it's a cumulative thing. But it is good that Obi's back in practice. We're just going to have to monitor him here over the next few weeks. And I'll keep you posted because, trust me, I'm going to have eyes glued on all of his progress. So just stay tuned, and I will keep you abreast of the situation and the developments with Obi. I'll be on a daily freaking Obi watch. Don't you worry about it. That's why you just need to tune in here, because I'll take care of all this other garbage. I'll sift through it so you don't have to. Now, yes, Navarro Bowman, the monster, has joined the linebacking core, the Oakland Raiders. So now you got 51, 52, and 53. He's only 29. Right here, he's got a lot of juice left, man. Right here, he's got a lot of juice left. Right there. Man, let me tell you something. In the span of 987 days, Bowman tore his ACL, his MCL, his Achilles tendon, all in his left leg. Bounced back from that gruesome injury. Led the league in tackles. 154 in 2015. And then down again with the Achilles. Yes, he has the juice and the will and the want and the desire, which is every freaking thing we want in a Raider. I mean, we have built our dynasty, our lineage, our history on reclamation projects. Jim Plunkett, our Super Bowl leading quarterback for 2 of our Super Bowls, reclamation project in himself. We are built on misfits, outcasts, and reclamation projects. So he fits right in. But it worries me because it's health. It's a knee. It's a leg. When it goes, it goes. And does concern me. He hasn't been back a long time from the injury. It's just concerning. I hope for the best. He's a Raider now, and I hope for the best. Oh, Blake, jeez. I have no freaking idea. Why is he not in the Hall of Fame? Why is Cliff Branch not in the Hall of Fame? Why is Lester Hayes not in the Hall of Fame? Why is Jim Plunkett not in the Hall of Fame? Don't get me started. I have no idea. And all of them are, got me. I have no reason for any of them. He is better than our linebackers, so I'm happy to see him. I'm happy to see him join the team. Don't get me wrong. I'm just concerned. I'm concerned about his health. Much like I was Jelani Jenkins. We know how that worked out. So, sub JD. Obviously, we all want the best out of Bowman, and we are happy to see this. Come on. Every freaking linebacker that was released for months and months and months, Raider Nation was drooling on him like a dog that hadn't been fed in weeks. Seen a bone thrown out there. Oh, linebacker. Everybody was on it. Yeah, it was ridiculous. Everyone. Any old busted guy that got released. Oh, did you see that linebacker? Linebacker. So as soon as you heard about this guy, everybody in Raider Nation was like, linebacker? Did you say linebacker? Oh, hey, he's a good one. So, obviously. Now, Josh, I've heard rumors of Janarius Jenkins, corner out of Pro Bowl corner out of the New York, playing for the Giants. He actually just had a big pick six here in his last game against the Donks. And there's been rumors of him. He's obviously unhappy. He's obviously unhappy because, he's on a 1-5 team. Was 0-5. They finally got a win, but, he probably doesn't make him a whole hell much happier. But it's rumors. I'd like to see him make the move. I think we all would. A Pro Bowl corner? Hell yes, bring him over. Got any friends? Oh, he's really, man, he's just roster body. I know everybody got excited, and I tried to tell him, man, go look at the guy. He's nothing. He hasn't even intercepted a ball in the league, and he's been around for like 3 years. He's a roster body. That's all he is. He's the bottom of the depth chart, emergency guy if somebody goes down. A lot of people got excited because they saw we went and grabbed a corner. Now, if we went and grabbed Janarius Jenkins, now that would be a move. That would be a move because that's saying, hey, he compared himself to Sherman, maybe because he shared the locker next to him or something. That's as close to Sherman as he was. The dude was on the practice squad. He was on the Seattle practice squad. How the hell is he going to compare himself to Richard freaking Sherman when you're on the damn practice squad? Good Lord. Yeah, I could be as good as him. They just won't give me a chance. It's all political. Yeah, sure it is. It's all political because you're not as good as him. That's as political as it is, bro. Hate to break it to you. He's good. You're okay. That's why you're on the practice squad. And, if we were healthy, he'd probably be on our practice squad. What's up, Brian? What's up, Blake? Raider T Courts, everybody, thanks for joining me on a Raider Reaction Tuesday night. The Raider Nation Report with the Commish. What else did I have we wanted to get into? So it is good. Navarro Bowman, linebacker, signed. Like I said, there's been rumors of Janarius Jenkins, talks with him about the Pro Bowl corner that's unhappy in New York, which would also be a nice addition. So, let's talk about the CEO of the team, our leader on the field, DC for Derek Carr. .68.3 completion percentage, 924 yards passing. A 6.65 average, 8 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, 1 fumble. What's up, Joseph? Thank you for joining us, my man. Thank you for joining us. It's average. Those are average numbers. I'm rolling with him, and I had to pick up Josh McCown because of, obviously what's going on with Derek Carr in my fantasy league. And Josh McCown's putting up better numbers than Derek Carr, and that's, you just can't have that with the kind of weapons that he has around him. I don't understand when we paid our offensive line all of the damn money that they wanted. Everybody should be happy. What's the problem? We've got this tricked out car. It's got the best engine, the best tires, the best suspension. It's even got the dopest paint job on it. It is just tricked out. And man, we've been out on the track and we've been smoking fools. And every race we come up, we've just been smoking them. So we got this tricked out car. And we had this driver, man, that we would give him the keys to. And man, he'd been beating everybody in every race. And then, we in the off season we tricked it out even more, made the car even nicer, made it even faster. Little bells and whistles, sweet ass spoiler, tricked it all out. We fired our driver and gave it to this new guy. So here you go. The new guy's putting it in the wall. He's sliding in the corners. He's not the same driver. He's got the same car. Hell, he's got a better car. But he's not the same driver. Why the hell did we change the driver? I don't know how else to put it. I've looked at it from every different way. Like, what is wrong with the offense? Yes, we sent the Tay train. He left, and we brought in Marshawn. Is that big of a change? I mean, even if you're not a Marshawn fan, isn't that a wash? Marshawn for the Tay train, isn't that kind of a wash? I mean, even if or do you think Tay train was better in the scheme? I don't think it's just Downing either, Devillion. I don't think it's just Downing either. But is it Downing and the relationship and the connection with Carr now that he's in the role that he's in? What's up, Kenneth? Hold on, did I miss a... Apologize, guys. If I miss a comment, I do always go back and read him. It's hard to keep up with them. It is. I agree, Kenneth. It's not how it looks. I can care less if it's pretty. I can care less if it's absolutely beat up. I can't read the sponsors and there's panels hanging off of it. As long as you're coming across the finish line, it doesn't matter. Just get us there. Just win the damn race. That's all we care. It ain't got to be ugly. It ain't got to be pretty. It can be ugly. I don't care. You just get it done. But right now, we're not getting it done. We're just not. Just not getting it done. Of course, I'm as concerned. Oh, yeah, I'm not. They're messing with scheme. I agree, JD. They're messing with scheme. Line scheme. You take, again, back to the, if it's not broke, don't freaking fix it. You know? It's not fix it. I'm concerned about Romo, T. Romo's getting to the age where he needs to settle down on them rants or he's going to pop something. I get concerned every time he goes on one of those because he looks like he's going to hurt himself. You know, and I like Romo. I would like him to stick around for a little while. So he's got to simmer it down because he's not going to be able to take too many more of those. Especially, you know, we all know about his prior history, so his ticker's already probably suspect as it is. So he just settle down, man, settle down. But I love him. But yeah, he's gonna pop something here one of these days. Now, when you're looking at Marshawn Lynch's stats, again, not stellar either. 257 yards rushing. Does have a 3.7 average. 2 touchdowns. A long of 15. Now, I said I never expected Marshawn to be a statistical juggernaut when he came. But I did expect him to be impactful. It looked after 2 weeks, when he had the stands pumping, the joint was jumping, everybody was grooving, I think everybody was feeling good, that he was being that impactful guy I thought he was going to be. Thank you, Silver Sunshine. Thank you all. Please share it up, share it up, share it up. We appreciate it. We appreciate it. So, I never thought, I had him pegged at about 1,200 yards. That's where I had Marshawn pegged. It was about 1,200 yards. I thought he would be more impactful. I think Marshawn's touches are fine. I think would like to see, honestly, a little more Richard mixed in as well. Marshawn just needs to do more with what he has. Now, I do question the fact that Marshawn doesn't have a lead blocker most of the time. Don't you think Olawale running in front of Marshawn a little more on the regular would aid in what we're trying to do with the power running game? Just a thought. Marshawn seems to be losing a lot of his speed and a lot of his blast on that first cut in the backfield. We've all seen it. We watched the replay. We've watched the whole game. We watched every play. And cut. He has been hurt. He's been in concussion protocol. He's had several issues. But Elijah Hood, you slide him in there. Somebody else can play fullback. Next man up. That just means we can't just abandon fullback. Next man up. Because if it's not working, we've got to figure something out. I mean, even when Olawale was in there, we weren't running it. So it's interesting. It's interesting. I don't quite understand that dynamic. Cook, I don't think the nation as a whole has looked at much as Cook. Because I go back and I watch every play. I mean, you guys watch it with me on Tuesdays, the first part of the show. But I watch it even more than that because, you know, I make sure I know what the hell I'm talking about when we're watching it together. So I've already watched it a few times, and I go through and I watch with these guys too. And I'm not impressed with Jared Cook. I'm not. And I don't know if everybody else isn't seeing it as much as I am. Bolt up? Hold on. Do we have a choker fan slide up in the house? Psh, get the hell out of here. Are you serious? Hey, chokers. Let me introduce you. formally introduce you to the Raider Reaction Kitty Table. Now, here at Raider Reaction, the Kitty Table consists of buster-ass teams that had never, ever, ever hoisted a Lombardi Trophy. Now you'll see, you see that little choker guy over there? You see him? He's got a seat at the Kitty Table because his little buster-ass, bitch-ass franchise will never, ever, ever hoist the Lombardi Trophy. Ever. So, welcome to the Kitty Table. Just like the family reunion. Please have a seat. You can be seen but not heard. Sit down! Alright, where was I? Where was I? Sorry, I got sidetracked there. So, looking at where we are currently in the AFC West, which is about opposite of where the hell we thought we would be. You've got the Chiefs sitting at 5-1, 1-0 in division. You got the Donkeys sitting at 3-2 in second, at 2-0 in the division. We've got the Los Angeles Chocas at 2-4, 1-2 in the division. You got us also at 2-4, 0-2 in the division, technically in last place. Complete opposite of where we thought we would be at this time of the season. Not out of it. Nobody's out of it in the division at all. But I'm marking Kansas City on Thursday night a must-win game. A must-win game. Absolutely. Now, if we beat Kansas City, that moves us to 3-4, them to 5-2. That's only a couple games. So this is a big game. Because I think the two games after that are very winnable. Both on the road, but I think they're winnable. I believe a road trip will be nice for our team right now. Last season, we were the road warriors. It seems to galvanize a team sometimes going on the road. You take you out of your normal everyday environments, and you know, you got to go as a common unit to perform a common goal as a team. So I think this could possibly be a good thing. Going to Buffalo, going to Miami. They're going to get a long week going into Buffalo. The Buffalo matchup I see is much more dangerous than the Miami matchup. I think we match up well against Miami, and I think Cutler's going to have a bad day against our pass rush. I think Khalil Mack's going to play hell on them. He's been under fire against much lesser pass rush than ours. So I think we'll match up well against Miami. I think that's a game we can definitely win. The Buffalo game I'm much more concerned about. But I like the idea that we have a long week going into it. But this Kansas City game, like I said before, it's 10-6, man. 10-6 is what you shoot for coming into the season. Nobody's buying any choker gear. You guys can't even sell tickets. You can't even sell at a soccer stadium. A one-level soccer stadium. They're going to have to start painting the freaking seats yellow just so it looks like there's somebody there. You're going to paint little faces. You guys even ran out. One of your most diehard fans ran his ass out of the stadium. Freaking Boltman. You guys ran him out of the stadium. The Chargers are some freaking Three Stooges ass ran franchise that's just like some pathetic joke. You guys are an NFL punchline right now. I'm glad you beat us. You won that last game. Congratulations. It doesn't change the fact that the rest of the league's wiping their feet on you guys. That doesn't change the fact that's going on. So congratulations. You won that one little battle. You're even losing the battle to have an identity. So, Congrats. Congrats. We'll see where you guys are at the end of the year. Still trying to ride on the back of Phillip Rivers. Like, come on. Quit hanging from his bolo tie. He ain't took you there yet. He ain't gonna take you there now. Ain't gonna take you there now. So, looking ahead at the Chiefs. Alex Smith has pretty much owned the Raiders in his career. Pretty much owned it. I know. That's what I don't understand. Are there not any choker groups? You know, there aren't any choker shows. You know, there's not any choker fan pages where there's a bunch of chokers sitting around going, "Yay, chokers!" Because, you know, it's okay. We welcome you at Raider Reaction. But just remember, your seat's at the kiddie table, okay? And kiddie table is seen but not heard. So, until you hoist the Lombardi Trophy, that's just where you stay. Okay? It's like the family reunion. You can hang out and be seen, but not heard. Sit down! Oh. So let me throw it out there to the audience, all of you watching, enjoying at home. And I appreciate you joining me as always. Any second, any minute you spend with me on Raider Reaction. Always appreciate it, my band of pirates. If there's anybody out there, throw it up in the comments. What's your, any questions, concerns? What do you have going into this week? I will, take some comments from you guys out there. Anything you guys have to, close out the show here. Well, I won't close out the show because, of course, I have my special treat at the end. Like I always do. When I'm by myself. Bolt up. Get the hell out of here. But did you guys see the video of at the Choker Stadium? The Choker Stadium. It's a freaking soccer stadium. Should we move ties to offensive coordinator? It's interesting. He's been a head coach in the league before. He's got the experience. I'm not a fan of mid-season moves. I never have been. But there becomes a point in a season where you feel that everything and all the hard work that you have put in is starting to slip away. Where is that? Is it at 2-4? Is it at 2-5? Do you wait to 2-6 where you would have to run the table? What kind of pressure would that be to put a new offensive coordinator under? So it's interesting. It's interesting. Maybe I'm too optimistic, but I like to say, hopefully, maybe this is Kumbaya Commish, but hopefully we rally around the offensive coordinator and the offense as a whole learns to gel together and just gets it together and gets it moving. I'm hoping that's what happens, and I'm hoping that Todd Downey was the right move, because you hate to see pieces start getting, because now we let Musgrave go. That was a mistake. And now we try to replace him with another guy who's a mistake, and blah, blah, blah. And then on down the road, a mistake after mistake. And now now we've wasted our chance with this talented team, and we could never get the coordinator right. And then, oh, Jesus. Oh, it all falls apart. How'd the O-line, I just don't understand. Bryce, the O-line is a mystery to me. The only thing that changed on the O-line is how fat their pocketbooks are. That's it. It's the same guys. The same guys. We changed the right tackle, but we upgraded that. And that's not even where the hole's been. It's been the guys that got paid. It's been Donald Penn, Gabe Jackson. Money makes you slow? Money might not make you hungry anymore. Possible. Maybe you don't have that drive. I don't know. Possible. But the pieces haven't really changed. That's what I'm saying. I don't get it. I don't get it. Like I said, the defense hasn't played terrible. Yes, they give up the last drive this last week. Yes, they did. But you know what? Our offense has to score more goddamn points than that. You just have to. We had so many opportunities. You just have to put more points on the board. You have to. Have to put more points on the board. No, you can't miss the extra point, Bryce. Oh my God. As soon as we missed the extra point, I looked at my wife and said, we're going to lose this game. And that's going to be why. Because now they're coming down the field with a much different mentality. It's a much different mentality when you know, hey, all we got to do is get in field goal range and we're going to win this game and walk away with a W. That's a whole different mentality than, oh man, we need a touchdown to win. A field goal will be great, but you know the game's still going on. So it's not the same as going down there, kick, done. It's not the same. When you're looking at that, it's just a whole different mentality. And when he drops back and the quarterback's got his freaking back foot on the end zone line and we just let him heave it. Somebody get a hand on that. Somebody get a hand on that. Seriously? There's just been so many of those like that. I mean, that's why we've got no interceptions. You were just like, somebody get a hand on that, please. Anybody? And it just doesn't happen. And it's getting rough. It's getting painful. Penn and Jack, their play's been absolutely subpar. We absolutely, if we change the OC, but Rude Boy, if we do that, what's the reality of being able to pull that off successfully mid-season? Midstream, guys. I mean, it's great. It's in theory, it all sounds good. We need some new corners. These guys suck. Yeah. What, do they keep those in aisle 12 at Walmart? Right next to the butter? Go pick me up a couple new corners while you're at the store. No, there's no good, solid NFL corners hanging out on the side of the road that you can just pick them up. Yeah. So it's not that easy. It's the same way with offensive coordinators. Not only do they need to, they need to get along. They need to mesh well with the offense. They need to get along with the quarterback. Everybody's got to, go eat barbecue on the weekends together, and everybody's got to get along. It's got to be some kumbaya going on. It's not plug and play. You can't just pull this guy. I'll put this guy. That's not how it works. There's chemistry. This is a team freaking sport. It takes a coaching staff, a well-oiled offense to move the ball down an NFL field. It takes everybody working together. The play going in smoothly. The right play being called. The right play being executed. Every single little thing down to the damn snap of the ball. It takes just to move the ball down the field and get the chains moving. That's what it takes. When one thing is not working quite right, it throws everything off. I think it's the offensive coordinator. I honestly do myself. But it's right. It's not all sunshine and rainbows. It's football. Who better to tell you than Raider at Silver Sunshine that it is not all sunshine and rainbows? So every Tuesday on my Raider Nation report, I like to end my show with a little segment I call my WTH. My WTH is a little broad tonight. it just addresses the general whining, the pissing, the moaning, the crying. Yeah, we've lost 4 games. Were you not along for the ride for the last decade and a half? We lose some games here and there. Hell, even the last time we went to the Super Bowl in 2002. We won 4 and then lost 4. An NFL season is a marathon. It is not a sprint. It is made up of many parts. They'll be good, they'll be bad, and they'll damn sure be ugly. Every season at some point. There'll just be different amounts of each, season to season. I don't know about the rest of you, but I watch every game. Start to finish. Every game. I'll miss a little in the middle here and there occasionally because, I have to go from, But any part that I miss, I always go back and watch. But I watch every game. I never miss a kickoff. When I miss the kickoff, I am not a happy camper. I never miss the kickoff, and I watch every game. I have probably not missed a game in 20 years. At least. The entire time I've been with my wife. Longer than the time we've been together. And she would say the same thing every week. When we were sucking. Are you going to watch the game again this week? You know we're going to lose. No, we're not. We're going to win this week. No, honey. No, we're going to win this week. Every week. And it would be week 15, week 16, week 17. We're 2-13. It's the last game of the year. You know what? I don't care. I'm watching. And I'm repping. And I got my jersey on. And I'm yelling Raiders. And I'm cheering when we score. I don't care. I put up a couple polls on the page just asking, taking the pulse of Raider Nation to see if they thought if one of the coaches or the coordinators should be fired. The other poll was who you thought was the biggest disappointment thus far through 6. And I got some backlash for that. Like I was some sort of anti-Raider fan because I asked your opinion. Listen, I'm not going to blow sunshine up your ass every night here. As, go Raiders, and it's all great, and yay, rah, go team. If that's what you expect me to do, then you're on the wrong page, and you're watching the wrong guy. Because I'm not that guy. I'm going to give it to you real. Do I want my team to win? Hell yeah. Do I want things to get better? You bet your ass. But am I going to sit here and tell you that there's not problems? No, I'm not. I'm here to be somewhat objective and to analyze what's going on. What's going on is there's a disconnect. Now, the fact that we've lost 4 games is not going to make me jump ship. It's not going to make me come in groups saying we need to fire Derek Carr, get rid of... Really? I've seen this many times in the past few days. That we need to get rid of our quarterback. That it's like Raider Nation's losing its damn mind because we've lost 4 games. I just don't get it. And I've been attacked so much. I've had a couple of private messages sent to me. What kind of Raider fan are you? What kind of, you ain't back in the Raiders. How about not back in the Raiders by asking who do you think the biggest disappointment is thus far in the season? We've lost 4 games in a row. What kind of oblivious ass Raider fan are you if you can't see that there's something wrong with that? Is that my fault to point that I'm discussing why and how we got to this point. So please, all you sunshine and rainbow Raider fans, oh, bless you, bless you. Bless you, naive, ignorant fools. But please, quit sending me messages. I'm about as diehard as they damn come. If you don't know, you better ask somebody. What the hell? So, tomorrow, on Raider Reaction, Prime will be joining me as he does every Monday and Wednesday as we drop back deep in the pocket and let it fly league-wide. We will touch on all of the hot league stories and get you ready for the entire slate of games coming ahead in Week 7. As well, Queef's Raiders 1 for 2017. I appreciate you joining me for the Raider Nation Report as we break down and talk everything silver and black. We got a big game this Thursday. 2 days away. 2 days away, and we welcome Fat Bastard to town. You fat red. Oh, yeah. You. Fat Bastard. We're sending you home with an L. We're sending you home with an L. Big syrup with flapjack extra syrup eating big L. Thank you for joining me. My band of pirates. I am out. Peace, love, Raider Nation.